Just before we go into talking about the 4-2, the 6-2, and the 5-1, we're going to talk about how you want to set up your lineup, okay? So with our setter here and right back, what you're going to do is surround your setter with your stronger hitters, okay? Because if the setter gets to the front row, they're going to need their stronger hitters up front with them because she has less options, you know, as compared to having 3 options when she's back row. So in front right here in this position, when your setter's right in the right back, is going to be your outside hitter 1. We can call that OH1 or L1. This is the kid that you want that can bomb over a double block. Like, you know, she's a double block because she's only going to have 1 hitter up with her twice. Then most likely she's going to be able to just dominate over a double block. And so I'd want my bigger, stronger left side hitter here. Opposite of her, I would put my smaller outside hitter. And also want to make sure that this outside hitter has the ball control and can pass too, because she's going to be passing a lot when the setter's front row and only has 2 hitters up. And so you want to make sure you've got the best passing in that situation. So if there's ways to figure out, like, hey, maybe they're even, then that's fine, they're even. Maybe this person, you know, she's the better bomb, but she's also the better ball control, so maybe you switch them. It's depending on what you need. But this is our L1, and I want her to be able to hit over double blocks. It's my L2, and my L2 is going to be able to get more split blocks because there'll be 3 hitters up, okay? Now, right here, that starts in middle back, to the left of our setter is our M1, our middle blocker 1, okay? And so our M1, we want to make sure that they're the better blocker of the 2 because our M1 has got to block twice with our setter in the front row. And we also want her to be able to run slides and be comfortable going behind because there's no right side hitter for 2 rotations when the middle is front row with the setter. And so we want her to be able to run around and run some slides, okay? And then our other middle, we can have her be a little bit faster. So if this one's a little bit longer and can block, maybe reach and block a little bit more, this one could be a little bit faster because we want this one to be fast up in front of the set to be able to hold the block in the middle so the block gets stuck, not being able to go either way. We also have this person on each side of this person for 2 rotations as a right side blocker and a left side blocker. And so this person, as long as they're fast and they can get set up, they're going to be closing for a bigger block as compared to the setter. It's going to be a smaller block, which is we have the taller, longer middle in the M1. So this is the M2 position. Then we have the right side position, okay? And so our right side hitter obviously is somebody that can swing well on the right. A lot of times right sides are also former middles or girls that can also play middle because on your right side, let's go ahead and make that switch, so my left. So a lot of times on my right side, we'll get all the way out here just to hit a high ball. But also, again, as you get more advanced, you can have your right side hitter go for a slide, which is a first tempo ball. Or you can have your right side hitter go ahead and Beth comes around for a slide, and I come around right here for a 2 ball, okay? And so right side hitter, we want somebody that can be mobile, but also we want this person to be a stud blocker because we want to line up our right side hitter, our blocker, against their best hitter. Because the majority of balls at any level are going to go to the outside hitter. And so we want to make sure we put our best blocker up against that outside hitter, okay? Now, go on back, switch back to where you are. It's very important to figure out passing. In these 3 positions, boom, boom, and boom, somebody's got to be able to pass. At least, I like 2 to be able to pass, okay? Unless you're going to use DSs for 2 of them because you're already going to use a libero. Go ahead and switch in, Olivia. Good. You're always going to use a libero there, okay? So it's going to be very important that this person can pass. If they can't, then you'll have to sub them out. So go ahead, Peyton, and switch. Good. Okay. And then if, let's say that Taylor can pass, then, and we rotate, let's rotate. Good. And let's say our big L1, our L1 just got to the back row. Let's say she can't pass, then you want a DS for her, okay? But it's very important, serve receive is very important to making any offense run, So.